This is Sparta!
Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Tanks. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight I'm in the T110E4 and we have been trying to get a decent match all night. Literally all night. I've been playing since, I don't know, it was a little after 10 o'clock I suppose, and it is now 1:15 in the morning. So I didn't get the map or the match that I wanted to get for you guys. But fortunately, I did get a couple decent matches, so I figure I'll post one of them for you guys so that you have something other than a T100 to look at. So, first thing to notice is Holy Tank Destroyers. Second thing to notice is I want to apologize to anybody who ever gets into a match with me and ends up on my team right after Salty Spartan comes out. Especially if Salty Spartan just happens to be in a bad mood because every single team he gets on just completely screws the pooch. Okay? So, let me set a scene for you. I'm going to tell you a story. This is story time with Spartan while we crawl up to the front of the map here. And, so basically, we're on Berlin. And at the beginning of the match, I'm like, alright, don't do anything stupid. Like drive straight out and get yourself into trouble. So I start pushing we're in the bottom spawn, and I start pushing towards the right side of the map. And, lo and behold, my entire team decides, no, they don't want to do anything about fighting in the city. They want to go out to the field, where they can be surrounded and killed. So needless to say, I let everybody know, hey, that's kind of a dumb idea. It's not going to go well for you guys. And, then I had another teammate, and I want to say it was an IS-7, or maybe it was a STA-2, something like that. I can't remember what it was. But anyway, he decided to go straight across the middle and get himself obliterated. And I just happened to be trying to get into a position where I could defend myself. That was a terrible shot. Didn't pin. And basically, I got steamrolled by the entire team. Now, I got steamrolled by the entire team. I mean, literally like 12 tanks rolled up on me, 3 in the front, everybody else behind me, and I got 2 shots off before they all killed me. So I was a little salty. It was not pretty. And then to watch the team do exactly what I told them was a bad idea, you know, it is what it is. I'm not, you know, I've literally got, what, 15,000 games played. Obviously, I have no idea what I'm talking about. You know, sending the whole team to one open area to be flanked on both sides just seems like a bad plan to me. But what do I know? You know, it's a thing. So, as you can see, we're holding this side, and I am just trying to get the damage that I can while the enemy is doing their best to take me out. Now, we had that little medium tank up on our left. Luckily, he's dead now, so we ain't going to worry about him. But we do have this Death Star out here, which is terrifying, because E4s and Death Stars don't get along. I know. I've been on both sides of them. Now, we put a shot into the bottom plate of the E5 there, so solid play there. And we're just taking what they give us. We cannot afford to lose the hit points. We only got a few tanks here. Got a Type 5, or some sort of Japanese heavy hiding behind me, as, you know, because his armor is terrible, obviously. Got out. Oh, come on. I can't pin the turret of a King Tiger. Really? Okay. Well, I mean, the good news is, so far, we haven't taken much damage. We've got 3 pins. We're on a decent game. It's not crazy, but it's not terrible either. And, come on. I can't shoot him. And right into the turret. And he wiggles his turret just in time. So I end up bouncing off the side of it. But you notice what I did immediately thereafter, right? APCR. Next time I get a chance to shoot that turret, it's gonna pin. I promise. Sorry about that. I had to cough, and I didn't want you guys to, like, lose your eardrums in the process. But E5's coming back up for another round, and we put a round right through the front of his cupola. That's exactly the shot I was looking for. And it worked out. Now, here I get a little bit too aggressive. I want to just ram this STA-1 and kill him. I forget he has DPM. He tracks me. The other guy tracks me. I burn my large repair kit, so I'm not sitting in front of this Death Star. And unfortunately, the moment I used my large repair kit, the other guy tracked me, and now these guys have free reign to just dump on me. Luckily, we get out of there without much damage. However, it's not going to stay that way. This E5 just needs to go. I gotta get him. And he puts a round through my bottom plate. Now, we put a round into what looks like he lurched forward and hit his pike. But still, APCR from a 155 mil gun should be able to pin the front of an E5 from straight on. It just should happen. Like, it didn't hit the upper plate, it didn't hit the lower plate, it hit right on the pike. It should have pinned, in my opinion. But it didn't. Now we're ammo racked for the rest of the game, because no repair kits. So, what else could potentially come from this, other than just absolutely getting ruined? Now, we don't have a shot at the Death Star, because we know how impossible to pin that Death Star's turret is. Like, it just, if that's all you've got to shoot at, you're in trouble. Now, luckily, we do get another chance, and we put down the E5. And we don't take another round in return, so we're doing alright. We've got half our hit points left. We're fine. Now, King Tiger goes down, and that's my cue. I want to try to push up as soon as I can. As you can see, it's taking forever to reload this gun. Now, somebody just fired from up there. The last I saw was just the Death Star up there, so that being said, I'm pushing forward. The other good news is, it was a freaking AP round. It wasn't actually high explosive, which means it wasn't HESH. So, I'm pushing up. This Death Star knows he's not long for this world, so he's going to turtle up. He's not going to try to face me one-on-one, especially if I'm downhill from him, because I'll be able to shoot him before he can shoot me, because neither of us really have much in the way of gun depression. He can look over the side of his tank and possibly get gun depression that way, but it's just not a whole lot of gun depression. But he tries to flip the table on me. I ain't about that flipping the script thing. I push up, he falls back, and now we're at the complete opposite end of the spectrum. Now he's got an upper shot at me, and I've got the shot that is almost impossible to pull up. So, I ain't moving forward. I'm just not doing it. I know how that story ends, and I ain't about that life. So I'm just sitting here waiting for one of these other guys to get shot. That sounds morbid, but that's the truth. And, of course, a defender shoots him from God only knows. I'm assuming right here behind me, but I wasn't expecting it. And, yeah. So, that's a thing. But as you can see, the reload for this, if you have a dead ammo rack, is forever, like completely forever. But it's okay, because we're gonna push towards their base. Our team in the south has held their ground, which they should have. I mean, they had the majority of our tanks, so they should hold their ground down there. And especially if there was a bunch of tanks getting bottled up in Death Valley down there behind the mountain. I don't like going down there for that reason. You just get bottled up. There's not enough maneuverable, or not enough room to maneuver down there, and the guys on the outside have the advantage because they don't have to move. So you move up to take a shot, you get spotted, you get shot 3 times, and you might get 1 shot off. So it's definitely not a fair exchange. That being said, we got 2 tanks ahead of us. I told them the first one around the corner gets deleted. The rest of us should be able to just move in and kill them. I said, just die in a good spot. Don't die right in the way. If you die right in the way, you block the way for him, and he's got, you know, time to reload, and that's not preferable. So, 3, 2, 1, and dead. Now, we've got a limited amount of time. This guy starts rushing down, sees me, and loses his crap and then dies. So, yeah. He had a little bit of an escort here, too. I tried to cut this guy off, but it didn't quite work. And then he just gets it turned in time, and then gets rammed and shot by the Sheridan. So you gotta love that. But we end up with 6 hits, 2 kills. It's not an amazing game, not terrible. End up with, what is it? 4,700 damage, 2,800 block, 2 kills, steel wall, made 4,400 silver, top of the leaderboard. So if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.